Hey, Shalom. Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Hakwadash. Double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace, love, and salutations to the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, teaching in truth, sincerity, and diligence for the sake of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Lord, when this lesson may be edifying and straight to the point. Right? Hey, this kingdom here, America, hey, it's a temporary place, man. You know, this is not the place for you to throw all your eggs in one basket. And if you do so, you know, you're going to be confounded, man. You see, because ultimately this is a wicked rulership. This is a wicked regime, man. You know, and the Lord tell you that the days of the wicked is as a shadow. You know, real quick. It's the book of let's go Ecclesiastes chapter 8, real quick, in verse 13. You know, he say, but it shall not be well with the wicked. He's saying we know who the wicked is, the storm with the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, and those who pretty much follow after his ways. You know, it's not going to be well with the wicked. Ultimately, you're Americans, man, because America is the heart of wickedness, bro. You see, America is the place who promotes the most wickedness. You know, he said, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, in which this kingdom is not going to be prolonged, man. You know, we at the height of this, of the judgment for this kingdom, man. Where the words of the Lord is pretty much being spoken, and the Lord is speaking against America, man, by the mouth of his prophets. You see? He said, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feared not before the Most High. You see? And he said, which are as a shadow, his days, man. You see, this current regime pretty much being a functioning society, hey, the days of this place is as a shadow, man. You know? He said, because he feared not before the Most High. And these people here, America don't promote the fear of the Lord. It promotes the abominations of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It promotes a fleshly desire, you know, for you to be a lover of yourself, you know, to pretty much the desire to do the things, the desire of your flesh, man. You see, this place is pretty much a boast against the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord pretty much set up. The order that the Lord set up, America thumb their nose up at it, man. They don't fear the Lord here. You know, that's how you know that this place it's set up to be destroyed, man. You know, it's temporary, real quick. It's 2 Corinthians chapter 4, right? In verse 18. You see, he say, while we look not at the things which are seen, but the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal. You see? The things which are seen are temporal, man. The shit here in America, you know, a nigga, he can have faith in becoming rich. Or he can have, you know, you can actually have a dream in becoming rich or playing ball or getting a record deal or NBA contract or actually going to school to live a successful life after your student debt and all this shit. You can actually have faith. It really don't really take faith to believe in something like that, because it's something that's constantly seen here. You know, it ain't far-fetched for you to get rich here or get a record deal or a contract or going to college and graduating, because you've seen it so many times, you know. But he say, for the things which are seen are temporal. You see, because all that shit, the money temporal, the degrees, you know, the fancy cars and the homes and the AP watches and shit, all that shit temporal. Because it's actually going to come a time that ain't none of that shit going to matter. You know, when the mills get shot, a degree is not going to fucking matter. Your diamond chain, diamond watches, your Rolls Royces, that shit ain't going to matter, man. In the famine, you can't eat an AP watch in a famine, man. You know? So it's going to come a time where the Lord, he's going to box these people in, and he's going to show them that the shit that you cleave to is vanity. You know, your labor, the marching that you the black community do, all the councils you try to hold with governors to try to set up some type of form of legislation that's going to bring equality to the black community, that shit vain. You know, you're going to realize that in the day of the Lord, man. You see? He say, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal, man. You know, the things which are not seen, ultimately, the spirit and power, Yahweh Shema, shot the kingdom of heaven and the glory of it, you know. And that's what we look for, man. The things which are not seen, because ultimately it takes faith to believe that a kingdom is coming, man, out of America. It takes faith to know you're going to get delivered. You see, even, let's consider Moses real quick. Let's go Hebrews chapter 4, It's like Hebrews chapter 11 and verse let me see real quick. Yeah, here you go. Hebrews chapter 11, started verse 23. He said, by faith Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents because they saw he was a proper child, and they were not afraid of the king's commandments. You see, by faith Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. You see, by faith, man. You see, because ultimately Moses saw something outside of Egypt, man, that the Egyptians didn't see. Ultimately, that the Lord was going to destroy Egypt. You know, in those times, you see, he said, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the children of the Most High, the children of Israel. You see, choosing rather to suffer affliction with his people, man. You know, than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. You know, and that's ultimately like here in America. You know, you can either choose to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua with your fellow Akim and Akwa, you know, sincerely living like an Israelite, or you can stay within this American society and continue living like a Babylonian and enjoy the pleasures of sin. But in the end, you're going to die. You see? Because if Moses would have stayed up there with Pharaoh, ultimately Moses would have died, man. The Lord would have drowned Moses. You see? But the fact that Moses had faith in the Lord and he came out of Egypt, you know, mentally, and he subjoined amongst his people, the Lord delivered him and the children of Israel, man. You know, but he said, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God, you know, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. You see, esteeming the reproach of a Mashiach greater riches than the treasures in Egypt. You see? So, the riches that you're going to pretty much receive on this side is going to be way better than the riches that you can receive in Babylon, man, in America, man. A fucking $1 million. What's $1 million, bro? You know, because shit going to continue to go up. Hey, it's going to come a time that you're not going to have pleasure in being in America, whether you're rich or poor, man. You see? So, you get more riches on this side, man. We really going to fucking ball, man. Like, you can't ball here in America. What if you got money but you sick? You can't go outside. You know what I mean? Or your bones and shit aching. You got bad ankles. You can't really walk. Then it ain't, what's the point? You know, but we talking about the kingdom of heaven, man. You really gonna ball in the kingdom. You gonna be, man, unlocked to these galaxies that the so-called white man discovering through NASA that's billions of light years away. Man, you gonna be unlocked to that. The Lord can give you your own planet, your own galaxy, your own reality, man. You know, those are true riches, man. You see, he said, esteeming the reproach of a Mashiach greater riches than the treasures in Egypt, for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward, man. You see? So, verse 27, he said, by faith he forsook Egypt. And ultimately, when you hear this gospel, man, you know, by faith, you say, fuck everything that America got to offer you. Going to college, man. Who the fuck want to do that, bro? You got to send you got to be in college for another 4 years. You know, then if you want to make some more money, you got to go back to college. Hey, I consider my mama, bro, like she been in college her whole life. Damn near. She been in college since she was damn 20, in her 20s, bro, and she's 45 now. She's still in school. Who wanna continue to do that? You know, just to get the treasures here in Babylon the Great, in which the so-called white man gonna forever have his hand in your pot, man. Nigga taxing you and shit. You get a house, now you taxing you on the house. You get a car, he taxing you on the car. You know, you ain't even getting your full check because this nigga want to take his percentage and some. You know? But he say, by faith he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, for he endured in seeing him who is invisible, man. So like you know, so you gotta forsake America. Ultimately, forsaking this place is gonna save your life, because this place is gonna be destroyed anyway. You know, real quick. It's 1 John chapter 2 and verse 16. All right. Matter of fact, we're gonna get 15. He say, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. You see, if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. You see, he said, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eye, the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And you see, that's a heavy vibration here, man. Everybody walking out to the lust of the flesh. Everybody thinking that they somebody. You know, that you that deal, that you that bitch, you that nigga. You know, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life. Niggas proudful as shit, man. You know, not only the niggas, the women is, man, the women pride through the fucking roof. You see? But, hey, it's not of the Father. That shit temporal. You see, that's a spirit that's going to get you killed, man. You know? Verse 17, he said, the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, you see? But he that doeth the will of the Father, the will of Yahweh, abideth forever, man. You know? So, hey, this place is temporal, man. America is temporal, which this is the heart of wickedness. You know, this place is going to pass away. You see, the Lord got America pretty much reserved unto fire, man. You know, this 2 Peter 3, and just verse 11, you know, just to get straight to the point, he says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, man. You see? Because ultimately this world, this current regime is reserved unto fire, man. You know? That's what's going to dissolve these things. Hey, the 10th verse. You know, he said, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. You see? And the earth also and the works that are. So like the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up, man, from those thermonuclear missiles. You see? And the Lord got these nations creating missiles ultimately to shoot them at America. You know? Because the Lord, he gonna destroy them, he gonna destroy the wicked land, man. We say my eyes is upon the sinful kingdom to destroy it from off the face of the earth. The book of Amos. You know? So you seeing that all these things should be dissolved. Your job, your college, you know, these corporations, your food, Walmarts and gas stations, your cars, the cement, the trees, you know, everything is going to be dissolved. You see? Verse 12, he say, looking for a haste unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. You know, and that take faith to know that, hey, it's something coming out of America, man. No, because not everybody believe that. That's why they heavily endorsed in this place. You know, your eyes is set to be rich, or, you know, to live a successful life, or to continue in this place. But really, this place is not going to continue, man. You at the end of it. You see? Verse this Colossians 3:2. He says, set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. Because the earth, the things here is going to pass away. You see? And we at the brink of it, man. You know? Everybody know we're in the last days. You see? In the last days is pretty much, hey, you pretty much at the end of an empire. You at the end of the rulership of the heathen, Esau, Edom. You know? Real quick, get this, I'm gonna close out this 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world. You see, Esau, you know, going to the so-called white man, that's his biblical nationality. Esau, Edom, the Edomites. You see, he said, for Esau is the end of the world, in which he's ruling right now. That's how you know this is the end before the rulership of the so-called Israel, the rulership of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, which are the children of Israel. You know, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed, man, and that's where we headed. You see, we headed to the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be ruled by the children of Israel under the banner of Yahweh Shai, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians. You know, we coming back into power. It ain't no China got next, Russia got next. No, man, the kingdom of heaven is next, man. You know, you got to have faith to believe it. You see, but just want to touch on that, man. Lord, witness edifying to the elect, to those who seek salvation, to our Lord Yahweh Shai. As always, giving honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rakadash. Lord, until next time, shalom.